I'm Judith Lewis, one of the most judgmental people in search.
And I'm Julia Logan, one of the most ardent researchers of spam of all kinds on the web.
And we're here with the SERP show.
And today we're talking about face masks, because that's apparently a topic dear to everybody's hearts these days.
There's some incredible stuff. Fabulous.
So let me share my screen and let's get started. So basically, here's what we're starting with. If we just start typing face in Google, apart from the typical Facebook suggestions that we get a lot of face masks related suggestions. So if we search for face masks, this is what we have.
So lots of news.
Yeah, lots of news. And basically, if we go, oh, that's interesting. That's something new that we haven't seen before when we were looking at these SERPs preparing this show.
Yeah. So they've actually made a difference between the surgical face masks and the face masks for beauty.
Yes. Yeah, that's actually helpful. Look at this. This is
finally.
Yeah, but apart from that, let's look at these SERPs. What we have here is all the news sites and stuff like that, and a bunch of, well, Royal Society, that's informational.
Yeah, and we've lost the one transactional one we had in last week.
Yes. So there's the BBC, there's Al Jazeera, there's Independent, there's Lush. That must be the beauty masks.
And that's new,
I suppose. Yeah. Where to buy a face mask, but that's again not a transactional site. That's more of a news site.
Yep. So it looks like the see results about either surgical face masks or facial masks has started to try to differentiate between those queries now.
Yes. So that's one interesting trend. But apart from that, what I can say is when I first paid my attention to these SERPs a while ago, when we were initially talking about the idea of this show, which was 3-4 weeks ago, there used to be a lot more transactional results, and there used to be people also ask blogs, like, for example, I don't know if it's gonna work right now, but let's check using this tool. Also,
absolutely.
Shout out to Mark Cook.
Because it was super useful, both the featured snippet and the people also asked, but especially the people also asked because of those really helpful additional websites that we were seeing in the search results.
Oh, look, it's not working now, but it used to give you quite a few of different questions which were actually useful.
Yeah.
And these questions used to be here in the SERPs. And they were clarifying the query, and they were showing different questions that people were asking about face masks and so on. So if we go to shopping, perhaps that would be more useful. I mean, this is not exactly a very transactional
query. That is true.
Apart from maybe the context of people looking for something like this now, perhaps meaning they are looking to buy them or get a hold of them. But yeah, if we look at shopping, let's see what happens here. Well, some of these are still skincare related results. Some of them are actual face masks. These seem to be handmade masks.
Yeah, so those are new. Having those fabric masks so far up the results here in shopping. We were seeing just face masks for beauty that high up in shopping last time we looked.
This time it's slightly more adjusted to the current circumstances, and oh my gosh.
Gotta love those rubber face masks, but hey, new thin face stickers, face hanging ear 3D lift tightening stereotypes thin paste facial mask. What a name!
Right. Right, right. But yeah, at least we do have some actual things
Yeah,
that
Seventh
people
Heaven
might
face
believe of.
masks
Oh, this
just
is useful. This is useful. Look at this. Nose bridge strips for do-it-yourself masks.
yeah.
Because else you make it really tight around your nose.
This is true. Although Seventh Heaven face masks won't work for preventing you exhaling the coronavirus over people, it will
Yeah,
make your skin smooth and soft.
yeah, indeed, indeed. Okay, how about we search for something more transactional, like buy
And
face masks, yeah,
we
or
can also see,
N90, yeah, buy N95 masks.
and we can see that Google is attempting to show us the way towards a purchasable product by suggesting face masks for sale. And with buy face masks, we've also got a variety of options here. Although Australia,
Yeah,
Melbourne,
that's interesting.
sad
Just for
Google.
the record, I'm searching this from a, UK IP in a private window, so it has nothing to do with my previous history. It has nothing to do with anything else, and I'm definitely not in Australia, and I'm
Yeah.
definitely not using an Australian IP.
No, and we've also seen this before in the past. It was a long time ago, but
Hmm?
with the Google update that rolled out, well, is rolling out right now, it does seem to be upsetting things a little bit with regard to context because Australia, the UK, Canada, we can sometimes spell things very similarly,
Mhm.
and so it can get a little bit confused.
Yeah, so yeah, let's look at it. So again, this is not much better. We have the
No.
We have, okay, this is perhaps transactional. We can check it. Hive Pharmacy. This seems like an online pharmacy.
Yeah, and they're different pharmacies than we saw last time.
Uh-huh.
You'll remember
Uh,
from our Buy Viagra
UK Meds
SERPs.
is nowhere to be seen, it seems.
Oh, did
Oh,
we out them
Amazon.
or something?
Okay, there's Amazon. CBD Armor. I think we've seen this one previously.
And we have, and they dropped out for a period of time, and I'm glad to
Uh-huh.
see my CBD friends back in there. Not that they specifically are my
Okay.
friends, just I love seeing
Yeah,
CBD stuff in there.
yeah, I know your personal interest in that result.
That and
Yeah,
porn,
anyways. Anyways, so this is the protectyou.co.uk.
Mm. And it
And this
looks
seems
like a
to be,
website built for this.
yes, this seems to be very
Workman.
targeted, this kind of query.
Yeah, if you look at this, this is very workman oriented. It's if you're outside or inside, building a house, building a building, or in a situation where you need to be protected from dust. This seems to be the kind of place that you would go to. Although the new surgical masks are an
Oh, yeah.
addition
Yeah, but also
because those
look
are
how they
useless.
advertise these. They say coronavirus specifically.
Yeah,
So, and this is not even helpful for coronavirus. This is FFP1. It
yeah,
doesn't filter enough
no.
for coronavirus protection.
And not only are they expensive for 5 masks at
Uh-huh.
70 quid,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they're really not appropriate to be specifically targeting coronavirus searches because
Uh,
it's not in any way endorsed by the government as protection for coronavirus at the moment.
mhm.
Although, Austria, go you guys.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And they
And
also
hand
have
sanitizer.
sanitizer. Yeah. And they have more
With every
sanitizer.
high vis jacket, one free hand. I'm making it up, but they also, if you look here, they also have high vis jackets and other specialist protective equipment. And it looks like what they're trying to do is capitalize on their stock
Yeah.
of masks.
Disposable clothing and workwear, head protection.
Yeah,
And yeah, all sorts of,
and also
yeah.
safety footwear. So you've
Ah, yeah.
got like your steel-toed boots and things like that. So this is a pure uh, commercialism in play
Hmm.
where they have a stock of things that people want. They know how to get more, and so they're simply profiteering. Well, maybe not profiteering. They're making a profit by selling to people looking for things that they only know ish. and they can sell. So they're
Okay,
taking
actually,
advantage of
they
that.
do explain some of the terminology and all those classifications.
Mm.
So this is the, well, N95 is not exactly excellent. N99 would be excellent, which they don't even
Yeah.
have.
They do have
So,
N99 and N100 according to their site, but I wouldn't expect that they were very inexpensive. Plus,
yeah.
the fitting of them needs
Yeah,
to be.
that's right,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
So we've also got our
Basically,
a
I think what
pharmacy,
they
but
are
not
doing
our
here,
friendly pharmacy.
I think what they are doing here, Judith, I think they are trying to keyword stuff a little bit on this
Yeah.
page. So they end up ranking for all these queries.
Yeah.
But basically, if we look at something that we were checking previously, namely
Yes.
the SERPs compare function of Systrix,
Mm-hmm.
which they launched recently, and that's a tool that lets you compare the SERPs from two different dates. So basically, if you compare the SERPs a month ago to what we have now, we see quite a bit of movement.
Yeah.
We see that this protect you used to rank also.
But they've
And
actually gone up.
they used to be, what else? They used to be Amazon. Amazon has not disappeared anywhere. The
Yeah.
Lancet, basically some medical articles, I
Yep.
suppose, related to face masks,
Yep.
which is a legitimate result for this.
Mm-hmm.
hse.gov.uk.
Yeah.
Also, this article is still ranking, but somewhere on the I don't know. It's not particularly
It's
accurate. It
just
shows.
above eBay.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, this seems like a product, but again, I'm not quite sure this is the right kind of mask. Might be beauty
No.
related. This is Lush,
Yep. And
also
we can see
beauty
that although
related.
Lush has dropped because they really aren't relevant, and so they won't be getting the clicks.
Mhm.
So user behavior itself will determine that Lush goes down. In about 6 months, maybe they'll be relevant again and they'll pop back up along with like
Right.
Clarins and everything else. But for
Right.
now, for face masks, people are looking for surgical, not
Right.
beauty.
Right. But also, have you noticed that there used to be also, although this is the second page of the results, but
Uh-huh.
still, there used to be the Body Shop, there
Yep.
used to be,
Skincare. Yeah.
but also the page about the facial skincare,
Yeah.
masks related to skincare,
Yeah.
and they are no longer in those SERPs, even on the second page. They
Yeah.
are out. So it seems like Google is slowly but steadily adjusting to the current expectations of people searching for face masks. If we compare the dates to something even earlier,
Yeah.
if we compare the date to, say, end of February, for
Yeah.
example,
Because of course, or even end of January, because
yeah, maybe even like beginning of February, yeah,
yeah,
let's see what we get this way.
because user behavior has changed, but it looks like user behavior has dramatically changed between April and May.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So basically what we have here, this is beginning of February. We used to have Amazon.
Yeah.
This is surgical masks. So the actual
Yes.
stuff that people would be searching in this situation.
Yep.
And this was very prominent. This was the number one result. And
Which
apart
and
from,
they were really, in a sense, they were taking advantage of the pandemic scare, which I don't think was declared a pandemic at that point, because you can see it's a surgical mask result.
at that point, basically nobody in the UK was probably, or not too many people in the UK were probably searching for those masks for this reason.
Yeah, skincare masks are in there,
Yeah.
lots of skincare masks,
Mhm.
because that's the
Which
user
seems
behavior at the
normal
time.
for this time, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you see how many of those have dropped out of the top 20 completely because people are not clicking on those results when they look for face masks. So Google is, in a sense, rightly removing the things that people are finding less useful. But if we're an unsavvy shopper, so not you and me and probably people watching this, but people
Mhm.
who aren't savvy, if we're those types of people, then we're not necessarily going to know to filter our results or to change or alter our behavior. We're going to go in and right now we're going to see mainly search results from newspapers, and we're going to see Google suggesting us typing in buy. So what have we
Mhm.
got in Amazon? I mean, what's Amazon giving us as far as like, if I was to go and want to buy face masks, I might not even
Yeah,
go to Google. I might go to Amazon.
yeah. So basically, there are two things that are interesting here. First of all, we are getting to actually the search results page. So this is the search results page ranking in the search results. So yeah, and then also we have all these masks. We have all these different options: reusable masks, masks with replaceable filters, surgical masks, these washable masks, reusable washable masks,
Mm.
single-use masks, anything. There's a bunch of options, but what strikes me as odd is that Amazon is not really well fitted to filtering them properly.
Yes, because you can see N95 mask is at the top in the
Yeah.
search bar, and we can see that disposable surgical masks have been included, which are not
Mhm.
N95.
Yeah, they are not N95 to begin with, and also you can't really filter. You can filter by customer review. Okay, that's slightly helpful, perhaps, because if somebody has been getting a lot of negative reviews, you probably don't want to buy from that person. Because let's face it, this is not Amazon itself selling these masks. At this point, it's basically acting as a marketplace, and there are individual sellers, most of whom are probably even in China,
Yeah,
who are using Amazon as a platform for selling the products that people are searching for and then shipping to you from probably China. So
exactly.
yeah, so there's brand, which probably doesn't make much sense at this point. 3M, everybody knows 3M, but
Yes.
basically, you might not even find any 3M masks at this point, or not many of them. And all these kind of brands are not really brands; they are just names of the sellers setting up their shops on this marketplace, and that's it.
Yeah. A lot
I
of
mean,
people
it
are
would have been,
buying off of
yeah.
third-party sellers and waiting for those orders to come in before shipping out. So, for example, my husband and we bought surgical masks. He bought some off Amazon, and I bought some off AliExpress.
Uh-huh.
Now, mine arrived within 2 weeks, I think, of my placing the order with AliExpress,
Yep.
and our Amazon order has been extended as far as delivery goes. So we figure that they're just ordering them off AliExpress in bulk and waiting for the shipment to come in.
Perhaps, aka drop shipping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
might
could
even
even be
be,
drop shipping.
they might not even be touching the actual
Yeah,
physical product. They might be ordering from said AliExpress and just giving them your address to ship it straight to you.
exactly.
So
And
they
it's
have
not a great
very little
experience.
control over the products or shipping or anything else.
Yeah,
You are basically at the mercy of how well they can place the order for you. And
exactly.
also, yeah, I mean, it would have been really handy to be able to filter by the level of filtering.
Yes, exactly. That would have been so useful.
Doesn't matter if you try to filter by the delivery terms, because
Mm,
basically nothing works these days, nothing works as expected.
now,
Sort by featured price, well, perhaps price, but then again, you never know.
customer
You might be
reviews.
charged through the nose for some really shitty product that's not worth it,
Yeah, as
or
we
you might
saw.
get a really nice deal and it will be a really decent thing
Yeah, we
to
we
get for
saw
it.
last week a lot of variety in the quality of face masks that were coming through, including your favorite. I think it was the Cambridge Mask Company.
Yes, oh yes, Cambridge mask. This is, I'm surprised they are not all over the SERPs.
Only
right now.
because
Because,
possibly they don't have any available for delivery.
well, but honestly, these people probably don't have anything readily available for delivery as well. But Cambridge mask, what is interesting about this one? Previously, when I first looked at these SERPs, way before we started recording these shows, I noticed that they were present in those people also ask sections, and they were present in the SERPs at some point as well, I believe. And this is a proper legitimate site. This is a few years old, and they started out as a brand supplying those masks for
Yeah,
basically environmental reasons. Like,
exactly.
for example, they have this sort of partnership solution. Let me find where that is. Partnerships. They feature on their site a few of their partners, and those includes delivery companies. They have partnered with Deliveroo, for example,
Yep,
because their couriers probably do need those masks cycling
absolutely.
out in the streets, which are probably pretty polluted normally.
Hmm.
And also, they have been partnering with the Nepalese traffic control police. And it's probably quite important for those policemen to stay protected if they're out in the street and the street is quite polluted.
Yeah,
So yes, so that's what they've been doing mostly. But recently, they've become very popular as a supplier of those face masks for a completely different reason.
of
And
course.
basically, they now have created a special pre-order subdomain because, believe it or not, they have shipped out, sold out everything they are making up to, wow, that's now
Ooh,
August.
yeah. Wow.
So
It's
there's a
sold
long queue,
out.
there's a long queue to get your shipments if you are
Yeah,
going to be ordering through them. But they are high quality masks.
yep,
They are basically military grade protection. They are reusable and washable. They do not have replaceable filters. The filter is inside the mask. As far as I remember, looking through this, this is where they explain the
yeah,
technology used by their masks. So military grade carbon filter, and basically this is really good quality product and for a decent price as well.
yeah,
And they are, perhaps if they did not have so much demand, they probably wouldn't be taking that long to ship, because they are
exactly.
also for the UK shoppers, that would have been probably the best possible solution. Only they are very much in demand these days. And
Yeah.
so basically, unfortunately, we can't solve our mask searching problem even on this site, unfortunately.
It's very true. But there was an interesting thing that we noticed,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is somewhere that everybody orders from, it seems, these days, AliExpress. And some of us
Yeah.
order crazy things and some of us order masks.
Oh,
And
yeah.
some of us do both. But they don't appear at all in Google search results
Yes.
for
So
masks.
basically, if we do see Amazon, and this is what we see on Amazon,
Yeah.
nobody sees anywhere in the SERPs something else, which is AliExpress.
And
And
they've got
basically,
tons of
oh,
sellers.
yeah. Yeah, they have tons of sellers, and compare the prices. So this reusable mask is
Hmm.
anywhere between 442 US dollars and 876. I believe this is due to the number of the extra filters that they send
Yes.
you with the mask.
Yep.
And if we compare this to Amazon, where a similar mask goes for
Yep.
$30, right? For
Exactly.
some reason, I have prices in US dollars here. Yeah, I don't know why,
Because we popped
but
in from
this,
Google to
yeah,
Amazon.com rather than
yeah,
Amazon.co.uk.
oh, that's right, that's right. It's ranking Amazon in
Thanks,
the
Google.
UK SERPs, Amazon.com in the UK SERPs, and not Amazon.co.uk. So hence the price in US dollars rather than UK pounds.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah,
we
if
can
you
see
compare
that.
these, yeah, the
Yeah,
this is here. So basically, this is exactly the reason why drop shipping works.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a great way to make a huge markup. And especially right now, you're not profiteering. You're simply pricing the goods at the same price as everybody else, but you're buying them at a cheaper
Right,
price.
right. But yeah, also, how to save people from having a really negative experience if they do decide to order
Yeah.
AliExpress. We are slightly familiar with the Google Shopping. We are slightly familiar with Amazon.com principles, how you could buy stuff there. Even though you're not buying from Amazon directly, but there's third-party shops which are using Amazon as
Yeah.
a market platform.
Yeah.
But not many people in the Western world are familiar with AliExpress,
It's
which is
true.
basically the Western world facing portal of Alibaba, the
Yep.
Chinese uh, shopping search engine
Yep.
or shopping marketplace similar to Amazon.
Exactly. But it's a
It's
little
a
bit
bunch of
more.
it's a bunch of third party sellers
Yeah.
using this shopping interface, this shopping portal to
Hmm.
present their products and sell them to the buyers everywhere in the.
Yes.
So how do you make sure that you know exactly what it is that you're buying, and how do you maximize your experience and make sure you actually get what you're buying and don't just throw your money away? A few things. Basically, first, let's explain some terminology. You're
Hmm.
searching for example, for N95 masks, right? Let's say reusable N95 masks. Few things to remember. First of all, N95 is exactly the same standard as FFP2,
Hmm.
exactly the same standard as the Chinese KN95.
Exactly.
So, yeah, don't fall for any N400 or whatever it is that they might say somewhere. And basically, nobody in China really seems to know what N99 is.
That's true. Yeah, because we had real trouble trying to
Yeah.
filter search results for
Yeah.
N99. And
Well,
that's another
basically, yeah,
thing.
if you start searching for, yeah, we were searching for FFP, and then it was suggesting four, which is
Yes,
something that
doesn't
I
exist.
really highly doubt exists. But yeah, let's get back to our query for N95 reusable masks.
Hmm.
And here's what we got. First of all, you probably want to check this checkbox, which means you are filtering for just the sellers with positive reviews, at least
Yes.
4 stars and higher,
Yep.
and that saves you from fly by night enterprises which might not even own any product and might just try to scam people out of their money and will never ship your order to you once you order. That said, AliExpress offers a refund policy independently of the sellers. If there is any problem with your order, if it takes too long to arrive and you never get it, or even
Yeah.
if you get but something is utterly wrong with it, in some cases you don't even have to return it.
Exactly.
You just file a complaint with them and you can get your refund. That's important to remember because that makes it more usable and more friendlier to the shoppers worldwide.
Absolutely. Google has made us a little bit lazy in the way that we search, in that as searchers, we now assume Google has done all this filtering that we're doing right now for us, which
Mhm.
in not all cases have they. But we can see here that we're having to go back to an earlier model, so to speak, of search engines, where we then have to filter as a human being using our brains
That's
ourselves.
right. That's right. So basically, none of the other filters, I believe, make sense here at this point. Prices
No.
could be anything. Ship from, basically, if any of these sellers had warehouses, had goods warehoused anywhere else in the world,
Hmm.
those supplies have probably long run out. So
Yes,
basically, they will all be shipping mainly from China, or at
exactly.
least the vast majority of them. Free shipping, at this point, it doesn't even matter. You might be opting for DHL shipping, and it will take exactly the same amount of time as it might take you if you opt for the standard AliExpress shipping.
Yeah.
So don't fall for this. Free
No.
return. Again, if you have any problem with your order, like I said, in many cases you wouldn't even have to return it. You just say that you had a problem, and they just refund you your order.
Yeah,
So
most
I
sellers
cannot
are very
endorse
good.
this.
Yeah.
But a few other things. Basically, you have to really check what it is that you're buying.
Absolutely,
This
because you
this
can't be
is
sure.
definitely not what. Yeah, they even offer coupons for the new buyers.
Hmm.
So this is definitely not the mask itself, unless it has the filters. This one doesn't seem to have the filters. This is probably good for cycling in
Yes.
moderately polluted air,
Hmm.
but probably doesn't do much good for coronavirus protection.
Yeah, well, you'll protect other people from yourself.
Well, yes, if that's what you care about, totally, totally. Basically, you cover your face with anything and it
Yes,
stops your viruses spreading from you all around you to much greater distances than they would otherwise without any protection. So,
exactly.
yeah, make sure you read the reviews if they have them. Now,
Yeah.
that said, let's keep it clear. Basically, most of these sellers do not even speak English, and this is in many cases an automated translation from
Yes.
Chinese to English. So basically,
Sometimes hilariously so.
oh yes, that's right. So basically, what you're looking at, you really need to read the details. So this is one anti-dust mask. So this is what you're seeing, this is what you're buying. In some cases, I've seen people complaining. Let's open one of these results. I have opened some other results
Uh-huh.
previously. So
Hmm.
basically, here's a mask that comes with those replaceable filters like this.
Yep.
So there is a pocket there. They show it. There is a pocket. It's like your handmade, homemade, home sewn masks
Uh-huh.
that you make with a little pocket where you could place those filters.
Mm.
Basically, there is this do-it-yourself mask site.
And of
Uh,
course, hopefully
what's
doing a lot better now.
yeah. This is it. This is it. The one that I remember I told you about this one once. Basically, there was some advice by a Hong Kong doctor who's
Uh-huh.
been testing various methods of personal protection. And basically, your home sewn mask
Uh-huh.
with just a few layers of paper towel, your regular kitchen paper towel,
Mm.
gives you apparently N70 level of protection,
Which is not bad.
which is not bad at all. And that's as accessible to most people as can be.
Absolutely important to know, just in case we ever find ourselves in a situation where masks are required.
So they explain how all those filters work and what all those layers of filters do. And then they have this sort of an experiment, different ways of using the paper towel,
Yeah.
different ways of folding it, different ways of putting these layers in.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you have there is the results, the filtering level that you're getting from this.
Yeah.
So apparently, two kitchen paper towels at 90 degree. So like this,
Yep. And we can
they give you
see,
pretty good filtering.
yeah.
That's nice.
So you don't have to spend huge amounts of money
Yeah,
on a mask. You can make one yourself that will actually give you a
precisely,
lot of protection. Well, not that
precisely.
it's protecting you, it's protecting other people from you. And if
They even have
everybody wears a
yeah,
mask, then fewer people will get sick.
yeah, and they even have the pattern download that you could print out and then make your own mask. So that's handy. But like I said, basically you need to look what you're buying. You need to really carefully read all the details. So like this, for example, this option includes one mask, two filters, right?
Yep.
Whereas this option is
just 10 filters.
10 filters. So basically, if you order this option, do not expect to get the mask itself. This is a useful option for additional filters.
Yeah.
Or perhaps if you're sewing your own mask and looking for these filters. Because what makes these good is that many of these filters have an activated carbon layer.
Yeah.
Which is really, really good.
So you could buy these and make your own mask. And that way you save money on the mask if you can't afford it, but give yourself the maximum level of protection. However, with AliExpress and shipping being so inexpensive, it's actually worth it to buy one pack of mask plus filter plus some extra filters. And if you're traveling a lot, I have a feeling that masks are going to be compulsory in any mode of transportation bar your own personal car. So it might be stock up on filters to keep yourself safe and everyone else.
Yeah, and it's probably something that we're going to be living with for quite a long time.
Yeah, look at those pictures from 1918.
They explain the layers in that filter. So this is a pretty good filter, 5 layers.
And they explain how long they should last.
Carbon. Yes, it is recommended to replace one tablet. They probably mean the filter every 7 days.
Yeah, we know what you mean, China. It's okay. We understand.
That's okay. That's okay. You're being helpful.
Yeah. But this particular seller is actually a really good one, because if we go up and we can see they've had 379 reviews, but they've sold over 1,100 units.
Yeah, exactly. And there you have all the different people buying their masks and filters from different countries, and some of those feedbacks are probably also auto-translated from whatever language people were leaving them in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars.
Yeah.
People recommend that. 5 stars, 5 stars.
Absolutely.
Nice. So from all over the world, and yeah.
Yeah, and
it's not a very good review. I have not even worn, but I like the picture. So at least they are like the picture. In some cases, I've seen reviews saying the mask is nothing like what's in the picture that I was ordering from.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this
it's really good. We're not affiliates of this particular Yan healthy store, but if you look for these pointers, then this is what you could be using to help yourself filter AliExpress like Google, because Google right now is not super useful for transactional purchases. And Amazon seems to be, it's taking so long to get things shipped that it looks like people are just buying off of places like Alibaba or AliExpress and waiting for those to get shipped to them before reshipping. So why not cut out the middleman, save yourself money, and go straight to AliExpress?
It probably won't save you very much time, but at least
it'll save you money.
You're not going to be overpaying for it.
Yeah.
And also, this is something that I wanted to show. I mentioned certificates before.
Yes.
So apparently this one actually has certificates in English. And it says test standards, blah, 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 which doesn't probably say much to most people. But sometimes they have those certificates even in Chinese, but they have this N or KN95 written there and sometimes highlighted.
Yes.
By the seller.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also you need to check that the certificate, basically if the seller has the certificate, it doesn't necessarily mean that this certificate is exactly for what they are selling. Like I've been showing Judith some time ago. Somebody had a certificate in Chinese with N95 highlighted, but then there was a picture of the actual mask, and it was nothing like the picture of what they were selling. It was
Yeah.
something totally random, totally unrelated. So yeah, they had a certificate for something else, but that was not for what they were trying to sell.
Yeah. As
But
soon as somebody ordered
actually,
it.
somebody probably complained about them or
Yeah.
something, and they got removed.
Exactly. Because if it's a certificate issued by the government after testing, because the masks actually, I did check the wording of the masks, and the masks actually do go through testing, and those certificates are the results of that specific testing. So if you're not selling what was tested, then it's false. It's
False
giving goods under false
advertising.
pretenses.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed, yes. So yes, and apart from that, basically, here's another reason why you probably want to shop directly at the source. Say this one, high pharmacy, which seems like a regular pharmacy, even with NHS prescriptions as an option,
Mm.
right? So this
Yeah.
is, oh yeah, an erectile dysfunction, of course.
Of course. Although I don't
Yeah,
remember seeing them in our last
and then
analysis.
best-selling face masks, hand sanitizer, virus testing kits.
Oh, that's dodgy.
Oh yeah, that is dodgy as yeah. So that is really interesting. So basically, here they are trying to use the situation to their benefit,
Yeah,
and they have masks, but these are out of stock. Yeah,
already.
FFP3, which is like N99,
Yeah,
the highest level of protection,
yep. And you can
but
see the
they are
difference.
out of stock. And this
Mm,
is N95, but by 3M, and those were probably the first ones to disappear from all the stores because
yes,
everybody knows 3M and everybody was looking for 3M rather
exactly.
than some unknown brands that people are not sure if they can trust.
Some random Chinese brands.
Well, yeah, that they never heard about. So this is still available. If we add it to the carts, how much is that gonna cost? I mean, this is dodgy. They don't even show the price. So this,
Yeah,
I assume, £10 almost. Is
for a
that for one?
single
Yeah,
mask.
quantity one. Look at this.
But
So
look at the
basically, if you
picture.
select, say, two masks, it's gonna be
Yep.
£18.
But look at the picture. What does the picture show us? That it's from China.
It's KN95, which is a Chinese standard, precisely. Yeah.
So why would we order unless they had this in stock and ready to ship to us right now and guaranteed
Which
shipping
I
within a
still
week?
doubt.
Why would we order
Yeah.
from anywhere? And why doesn't Google give us the option to order from a place that is going to deliver quickly? They've removed Cambridge Mass Company,
Uh-huh.
but they haven't given us the alternative, which is AliExpress, who
Yeah,
are not quite as fast as, let's say, next day delivery for somebody that has stock, but they are quite fast right now, and they're not depleting any sort of NHS stocks, nor will
right.
you be risking any care workers by ordering from AliExpress. So, and hey, you could order extra from AliExpress and take them down to your local care home and leave them
Totally,
outside.
totally. Give some of those masks to the people who need the most.
Absolutely. So AliExpress, which is excluded from Google, is not included as an option for people unless somehow they know it. Yet Amazon, who are probably just middlemen for resellers from AliExpress,
Mhm.
are included in the Google search results. And of
So
course, our
basically,
friends,
middleman for the middleman.
CBD, yeah,
Yeah,
our friend CBD
yeah.
Armor, who we saw
CBD.
before.
So basically, this is your regular CBD shop with
Yep,
CBD oil and CBD skin balm and other CBD based products. But also, they decided, why not, if we already have a site, why not also sell what sells the best now?
yep.
So, yeah. So they
Capitalize
have
on that
these
market.
masks, similar price,
Mm,
just like that pharmacy we've just been checking out. This is also
exactly.
for one mask. This is for one
Yep.
pack of 20 would be
Oh, we don't want to be looking at that. Whew.
X. Yeah.
Yikes.
And I mean, these are not even reusable.
Yeah, no, they are
These
only
are
single use. Yeah.
these are single-use disposable masks. So
Now,
yeah.
we're not saying that Google should become some sort of a judgment engine Oh, wait, it already is. It's not supposed to become some sort of shopping judgment engine. And if AliExpress, for some reason, is excluding themselves from Google, we can understand. But the results that are in Google are less than useful. So the search results, even while they're being changed, even before they were changed, were useless for people searching for face masks. And AliExpress is out there and not in Google. So in this case, Google is really not serving us very well for either shopping oriented results or non-shopping oriented results, and I think that's a problem.
Dare I say, Judith, Google at this point stops being a go-to site for every inquiry.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
basically, if you don't know where to go, the right site to go to, you won't find it on Google.
Yeah. And
Simple as
if you go to Amazon because you found it in Google, or a lot of people for FMCG are going to Google, you're not finding the direct seller. You're finding an intermediary, probably for AliExpress. So go to the source, make the call, do the right thing.
Right. And there is something else that I wanted to look at, probably the last thing we're going to look at today.
I loved that section.
Yeah, handmade products. Yeah, if we search in handmade for face masks, we're in for a treat.
Yeah, you've got to try this sometime. For something that you're looking for out there on the internet, try going into Amazon's handmade section just to see the craziness that exists there.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And this basically, if you can't be arsed or are not particularly good at sewing your own mask, but still need to get one urgently, this is probably the fastest thing you could do, because these would be made locally, most likely, by people like you and me.
Exactly.
So yeah, they have something very simple. Just this tissue mask, this fabric mask with the map of the tube, if anybody's missing the tube. So yeah, there is
I don't
think
many people are missing the tube.
Like, pretty much like underwear. There is something that looks pretty much like some of those masks that we've seen on AliExpress or elsewhere on Amazon.
Exactly.
Probably this one might even have a pocket. Oh yeah, 5 filters included. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. If anybody's feeling particularly patriotic, you could buy one with the British flags.
Yeah. There are a lot of options here that are opportunities for you to support a small artist.
Well, yes. This is on the edge of being artistic about the crisis situation here. So some people are really artistic about how they advertise their products, like put your mask on a teddy bear and photo it like that.
Exactly.
That's kind of cute, isn't it? If a bit post-apocalyptic in its,
Well, we might be headed there yet. Launch a nuclear missile. All we need is for North Korea to launch some nuclear missiles. Then we can make it a complete set.
Some face masks are not the right kind of face masks.
But they are still face masks. So it's a legitimate result. It's just not relevant.
Technically, this is still right. Oh, yeah. Some creepiness out there.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Where's my favorite?
Oh, I loved that leather one.
Let's find it. There's something that looks more like jewelry than PPE.
Yes, that's true. But you could wear your PPE under it and then put the jewelry on top of it.
You beautify yourself by putting something like this on top, so you still look beautiful.
Exactly.
And there are all sorts of different patterns and all sorts of different fabrics used for those masks. As long as they are breathable, that's fine.
It's important that you think about that.
Sweater that you could use pretty much as a mask. I'm actually surprised that there is not more of these high neck sweaters being sold all over the place, doubling as face masks,
It's because it was unfortunately in the spring. It didn't give the sellers an opportunity to do that.
It's a bit too warm. It's getting a bit too warm for that. Oh yeah, this is my favorite.
Yes, it's our Mad Max preference.
Kind of, feel. Basically, it's made of natural leather, and the price is a bit on the premium side, of course. But basically, if you feel like making a fashion statement, this cosplay kind of stuff, then you could wear this on top of your regular, proper protective mask,
Hmm.
and it will still do the job, but you will look so trendy. Yeah,
Because
or
that's what we all
you could
want in a
just put the filter.
pandemic.
Yeah, you could just put the filter inside the mask. It works like that as well.
Yep.
And there you go. This post-apocalyptic look. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
So, for our investigation through the SERPs this time, we've discovered that, unsurprisingly, Google is pants, Amazon is just a reseller for resellers, and AliExpress is where we should all end up.
Yep. And Google, if you're listening, if any of the Google people are listening to us, please, please, perhaps it's time to bring back the people also ask questions
Yeah,
because they are useful. They help people learn more about the product that they are searching for. And at these times, people need to be properly informed about what they are buying. So why not bring
absolutely.
them back?
Yeah. Help people make better informed decisions. If you're not going to give them opportunities to buy, at least help them understand when they go somewhere else what it is that they're actually buying so that they don't make the kind of mistakes that other people do.
Right. Okay, that was it for today. Thank you, everybody. And we hope to see you back for our next show. Hope you
Absolutely.
enjoyed it.
Stay tuned, subscribe, and we'll see you back here next
And
time.
stay home and wash your hands.
Oh, yeah, God, yes, please, people, wash your hands.
Right.